I love how easy it is to get Lemon stuck in this game. Like, you would think not, considering, well, she's supposed to follow you at all times, but clearly not. But regardless, we're heading upstairs so we can find Mirror B. But first, we're gonna still fight a couple of trainers to get a couple of the items that are up here as well. Starting with Rollboy Evet, I believe. And I love how close you can get to some of these guys, like this one right here. I'm literally bumping into him, looking eye to eye, and yet all it takes is getting directly in front of him for him to want to fight. Like, come on, Evet, that's your name, not Evet. Close, but no cigar. Hello everybody, welcome to and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Colosseum Randomizer. Got ourselves a Glalie, almost call it a Glary, and a Snorlax. If anything has taught us, Snorlax are terrifying in the randomizer, or just in general. And also switch out our Dewdong for a Milotic, because the comparison to the stats were kind of like almost a landslide, but not really. It was just enough, and the Dewdong was at least 2 or 3 levels higher. So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the chance with the marbles here and get our beautiful Milotic. Just decided to just go right into hyper mode. Am I surprised? No, our luck so far with the Shadow Rushes have just been hyper mode, hyper mode, hyper mode. But oh well, hopefully this battle will be fine. And okay, so still a little bit of lag, but so far it's decent, so fingers crossed. It has been fixed, whatever the issue is. And I wonder if those are supposed to be holes in a Milotic, or if those are actually patterns. Same with Feebas, I never really thought about that. I don't know why it makes you think of a flute and an ocarina. I don't know why, because of patterns. Okay, maybe we should switch something else. Or maybe we should switch something out? Don't actually know. I think we'll just keep these. Because regardless, all that's gonna happen is just changing the types. Well, maybe we should just focus on getting the Snorlax out, because it clearly doesn't seem to be too much of a threat against us. I still don't trust Snorlaxes. Not after the last Snorlax fight. That fight was terrifying. Okay, now that our Milotic is confused, we know that calling a Pokemon will snap it out of sleep. I wonder if it will snap it out of confusion. I don't believe that's actually going to be the case, but we're so close to getting this Snorlax down. It does throw Dragon Claw, which again, like, oh no. I'm glad this one wasn't as bad as the last one though. And goodbye Snorlax 07, it was good to fight you, my dear. Oh, it's so cute! Its little face! Nice try, buddy. So let's see. Did it actually snap it out of confusion? I guess it was. This guy had a crit hit. I mean, okay, I was gonna say, unless it has a crit hit, we'll find out. But now we don't even have a chance. What have you done to my Pokemon? I mean, I made them faint? What do you think it did to your Pokemon? Is Mirror B's age really going to arrive? I mean, I know that he means like his time of error and stuff like that, but it's like his age arrive. Like, how old is he? Also, speaking of the ages stuff, do we actually know the ages of Mirror B and just like Wes or the Almond in our case and Ryu and all of them? Because I don't know if they ever mentioned the ages of Pokemon characters. Also, sorry if you guys get bumped here. Dahlia is currently debating whether she wants to get up out of my lap or not, and she's right underneath the microphone. Like, my arm's kind of trapped. Okay, there she goes. So she might want back in still, or rather back on. And finally, what the type Pokemon that we could use. I also forgot to read the name of this dude over here. Don't know why I almost called him a bandit. I don't think this guy is a bandit. Sir, are you a bandit? I don't know, but either way, the Megalotic is trapped in its feverish mood, apparently. And all Bellsprouts! They're so cute in this game, they're just sticks. Well, I guess vines, technically, but still, it reminds me of a little dancing stick. Just makes me so happy. It's like, I love you, little baby. I want one so badly. You know, Bellsprouts, I think were one of the Pokemon that stayed with me through most of the game of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I played that before Gold, Silver, and... what's it? Platinum? Gold, Silver, Crystal. I think it's because Pokeball Platinum, I don't know if that was the case. And that could have been a smart move. I thought that was... no, I'm not gonna question it. Knew it. We still have our Tusa Regice on us. We are going to use Regice, and now I guess we're just continuing to use Spark because, well, Spark is pretty good up there. So get him, Regice! Get him! I don't know why that made me laugh. Oh, you got paralyzed. Ooh, Mega Punch. I am glad that missed because I could have KO'd it. I believe Fight is one of those attacks that are very much effective against Ice-type Pokemon. I could be wrong, but it feels like it would be. But, I don't know. Mind you, in real life, if you punch Ice, you'll either crack it or you will hurt yourself punching it, so touche, Pokemon, touche. I guess that's a no there, unless it don't use Mega Punch. Because I didn't even read what it was using. What it used it, apparently. Okay, so I guess the fight after this one, or I guess after this fight, I'll just go quickly to the PC and get our PP back in our fights here. I'm so glad it does not know a fire type move, because, you know what, you know, water to fire, but I was like, wait, fire to water? Thank you, Randomizer Dice, for not landing on that D20 and allowing us to have a, well, good RNG in terms of what Pokemon would we have, but also with the Pokemon that we are fighting against. I believe there are items over here. Might be another trainer though. Hello? Anybody here? Yeah, it's just a staircase down. Which does technically lead us to another item or two, I don't quite remember, but first we gotta fight two more Pokemon trainers, which starting with Chaser Mellow, which almost said Bandana Lady, because you got Bandana Man, she wears a bandana, so why not? Whereas Chaser also male and female, and there's some trainers in Colosseum that are in pairs like that, much like any other Pokemon game. But mind you, this game is actually very unique in terms of the trainers, but also obviously how you catch the Pokemon. I mean, the only game, aside from XD of course, which I have not played that game yet. I'll probably play that soon if you guys would be interested in that. But there's where you actually catch Shadow Pokemon, which is like, bro, that's actually so cool. I kinda wish they would make more games similar to this. Who's got that Ghastly down? That girl, you hit hard, my logic. Still kind of figure out what names or what to use. Or rather, still try to figure out what nicknames to use for our babies. Goodbye, Ghastly. I'm so sorry you get your structured eyeballs. Oh my goodness, you look like you're crying. That obviously makes me so sad. I love Ghastly's, Haunters, and Gengars. Dawson Technia, is it also in base game, not in Randomizer? Or rather, is it in Vanilla? But I guess Randomizers in a way are kind of like DLCs. And a way to switch it up to just like free DLCs. Well, it was good fighting you, and you know what? I have not lost my sense of directions. I'm down here with a purpose, madam. Okay? So I'm pretty sure this cipher here has a shadow Pokemon. I also just realized that this Freon is the one that ran away from the desk. And I wonder why she's down here particularly in this area. Like, is this where she's supposed to be, like, stationed? Obviously she would be down here toward Myra B. Otherwise Myra B wouldn't be dancing top me like, haha, na 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 na, come fight me. That's just my opinion. Also, is this a shiny Vaporeon? Or is it just ice-like? I've never really seen a shiny Pokemon in Colosseum, so like, I don't know. But it's also not like, well, words are hard. It's also not usual to see an evolution in a Pokemon Colosseum either? And also, I don't remember what Pokemon's name all of a sudden. The chameleon Pokemon. Technia? Well, I'm getting Technia mixed up. But that one, I thought it was Shadow when I thought it was a shiny Pokemon when I first saw it in Colosseum. Because an Emerald, no, not Technia. Thinking of Smeargle, I believe is who I'm actually thinking of. The Leaf Blade. Vaporeon. I had to think for a second. I'm recording very late today for myself, so I'm pretty tired. My brain jumbled up. Excuse me, I just brought my baby Leaf out here. You're out here being like, fire attack. Like, dang it. But Smeargle, because it has a red tail in Colosseum, not a green tail like it does in Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. I don't know why that is, because like, is this a Gen 3 game? And it's after those 3 games, so you would think it would have a green tail instead of the red tail. Like it does, but I don't know, that's just my confusion about that. And I guess it would be a good idea to get the Selectabuzz out, but we're also very close to getting the Vaporeon out as well, so kind of just want to focus again that. Ironic. Sweetheart, I'm not complaining that you're like halfway through with the Shadow Cage, but please don't go into Hyper Mode. I'm also still trying to keep you and Trapinch and the rest of the Pokemon alive as well, sweetheart. Okay, I know this is kind of a dumb idea to bring Regice out, considering we know that Dialectabuzz has a Fire-type move, but at the same time, I'm just gonna take the risk, because do you know what? Why the heck not? We have Heat Wave, and Heat Wave is good against it. Biologic. Just keeps getting sick. Like, bro, come on. Okay, not bad, but not great at the same time. Of course, it makes sense that the Vaporeon didn't get affected by it, because Water-type Pokemon. And you know what? I'll just nah, I won't. I'll just use Heat Wave again. See if we can hit the Vaporeon and see how much damage it actually does against it. Just because it's Water-type move doesn't mean it's not gonna be doing a tiny damage to it. It could be just enough to KO it. So Electabuzz. You know you could just one-shot this Regice, but you decided not to. And once again, I call it Regice instead of Regice. I don't know why. But I also just absolutely love the little sparkle effects around Vaporeon. It's just so pretty. Imagine a Glaceon. I think maybe that's the point, unless again it's not actually a Shadow-type shiny Pokemon. It isn't a Shadow-type Pokemon. Unless it isn't a... Oh, okay. Can't use that. Okay, let's just use Perish Tongue. Why not? Yeah, you guys do psych yourself up. Copied Regice status, so clear body. But no, that's in the hit. Oh my goodness, that is ability, not a stat. So I don't know what stats is going on about, but let's definitely snap the Melodic out of Hyper Mode so we could switch this out. It also Parasong is great in a pinch, would recommend using it. And what's nice is that you can still switch the Pokemon back despite it having Parasong set up before, because for whatever reason, that resets. So if these trainers are smart enough, they would be able to switch off and be like, you know what, I want to keep our Pokemon nice and healthy. Okay. I don't remember if this Cypher actually has a Shadow-type Pokemon or not, so I'm just gonna try to avoid using attacks that could potentially one-shot it. I don't believe she has one right now. No, at least not until Minor B gets defeated and Minor B comes in. I just love how it's just a replacement for it. Oh, they got Zangoose. Yes, hello, Dahlia. Dahlia says hello to everybody. She emerged from underneath the desk and decided to meow at me. But goodbye, Electabuzz. It was not good to see you, because you almost like, wiped out potentially the whole party. And Noctuza, and we'll just use Spark against it, because I don't know how terrifying or not terrifying this Zangoose is. There was no fluke that you managed to come out here. I mean, thank you? I appreciate it. I know it's not a wasted effort. I came down here for a reason. I thought there was items this way. Oh goodness. After all that, I guess it really was. But it still wasn't though, because, well, we got EXP from it. Unless we can go down this way. Ooh, okay, I forgot we have this really long bridge. Ah, hello. Who are you? I'm in training here. One day I'm going to win us at the Colosseum. I mean, I'm rooting for you, Millie, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to go to Growlithe. And a Spinnerack. Oh my goodness, Spinneracks are so cute. Is this... I want to squish his little face. Despite it being a spider, it looks like it has kind of a squishable face. I just don't know why. But now let's just try to get it on. Unless one of these has a fire type move, which I'll probably bring out our Veggie Ice again, because this guy, excuse me, please do not poison. Poison powder obviously is poisoning a Pokemon. Our poor man is probably what I'm gonna call this electric. Large pulsar? I don't know that's what it's called, but it's not. Wait, it's abdomen? Is it? Yo, that is adorable. I didn't even know that its abdomen was its actual. Was the actual Spinnerack with Wobbuffet. I'm pretty sure it's canon that its tail is the Wobbuffet and the rest of it is just like a mimic or a cover, whatever it is. Okay, very close to actually killing this Growlithe. Growlithe, man has a bone to pick with you for poisoning him. Okay, we're just gonna get out here before I switch my Pokemon, okay? Large Purge, that's what it's not large pulsar. That makes a whole lot more sense. Once again, it's like even more adorable knowing that it's abdomen. Like oddly more adorable. Knowing that its abdomen is actually his face. Okay, and I did not expect the spider to know how to fly. But mind you, it also makes sense because, well, it's a spider, it probably used a web to get up there. And you would think that Spark, an electric move that could, go into the air and zap, would be able to hit a Pokemon that's up in the air. But I guess not. They used Bounce. That is adorable. You can just imagine it being on a little ball. Okay, that... Taking off Bounce and little balls, it just had like a really random flashback. I used to be on DeviantArt, and there was one trend that I was actually a part of, not starting it or anything, but that I did, was to animate a character on a bouncy ball to certain music. I don't remember what song it was, do it up and down. I don't know why bounce, so I'll let that random memory that was deep down in the basement of my brain. But I'm not complaining. Oh, I love this little giraffe here. It always looks like it has little pants. But also, is it double-bodied? I'm pretty sure the tail is not its actual tail, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't actually remember. But definitely gonna get Regice out here, so that we don't get Omnitrick to be KO'd. That would be very unfortunate. But also, we don't have any Pokemon that's gonna be great against Dark. And we also don't have any ground moves. So hopefully it won't take that long to get the Giraffe Ridge out of the way here. I mean, I guess there are two great minds think alike, because it also just protected itself. Obviously you guys would see that. You know what, maybe it's just a good idea just to use Parasong, because one thing that Protect, as far as I know of, cannot avoid is Parasong. And thankfully we still have two Pokemon out there that could actually, you know, be switching back and forth from. I also don't know if there's any moves that could potentially avoid or negate Parasong. I don't believe there is. But also, Parasong is intense. Like, the fact is, like, okay, we have this song that will make every Pokemon on the field faint unless it gets switched out and switched back in. It's like, bro. Also, I think there's usually only a select few Pokemon that can know it, if I remember. Because the only Pokemon I can think of that might know it, but I think this might be because of the creepypasta, is Celebi. But I'm not too sure. I could be completely wrong. I probably am. Dang it. Poor Man. Okay, lucky or unlucky it that it got KO'd before Parasong took it. But also, okay, I guess it's either not actually electric type, or the dark typing took priority over it, despite it being electric dark, not dark and electric. Also, I was right about there being items out here. I was just going the wrong path. 3 berry juices, 3 blue flutes, which we're gonna have to sell them because they're useless in game. 4 water stones, okay, that might be useful or something. And 5 X attacks. See? Not too shabby. But now I'm just gonna make a quick travel to the PC and then to Mirabee's bodyguard, Hunter Zalo. Because I forgot we haven't fought him yet. Ooh, Tentacruel. Which I believe is going to be our Shadow Pokemon, and Shift Tree. Alright, should be able to easily take care of these guys over here. So don't know if I want to catch this guy or not, and it was the Shadow Pokemon. I think we may as well try to. So let's just go. Actually, no. If we want to try to catch it right now, we actually need to throw our Pokeballs at it. I forgot that we picked up Snore, or got Store. Which from the Colosseum. Okay, Tentacruel. It's time to get you out of here. Well, not out of here because I want to catch you, but like, still, it's time to hopefully get you in this one Pokeball. Hopefully it won't take like 10 catches to catch you. Sometimes they're very lucky. Like, I believe our first or maybe second Pokemon I got in this game, it was an instant catch. But also, I don't know if I told you guys the story or not, I know I told the second story, but both of them are the same. There was the one, I don't remember if this was my first or second playthrough of Colosseum before, but when we got up to Suicune, usually it's 1, 2, 3 catch, but it's 1 through 3 not catch. I was so sad when that happened, but I'm also pretty sure there was a point that I actually caught one, like the first or second catch. But the second story, which I'm pretty sure I have told you guys this before, but it's one time I was playing Emerald and I decided to go up to Rayquaza way too early for when you should try to catch it. Very under level. Like, very. Just got to it. I threw one Pokeball, not an Ultra Ball, not a Great Ball, a Pokeball, full health, and the first move, and I ended up catching it. And I don't know how my luck got that good, but it's like, bro, the odds of getting a legendary stick straight up like that, I'm pretty sure are very low. And if you guys have any stories like that for yourselves, please let me know. Because I love listening and knowing about people's great RNGs, or horrible RNGs, like that darn Suicune that got away. Yes! Okay, I'm glad it didn't take that long. And ooh, we got ourselves a Alakazam. No, we've seen Kadabra and Alakazam, but we have not seen Abra. And I always love that play on words, Abracadabra, Alakazam. It's like, clever, Nintendo. Clever. Just like calling Ekans, because Snake! And stuff like that. It's like, I love Gen 1 Pokemon names. And I'm pretty sure they kept that in Gen 2 as well. I'm pretty sure there's a few Pokemon like Ekans and Snake, and obviously Abracadabra Alakazam staying in there. So Dolly decided to come back up, and now she wants to leave again. It's like this indecisive little lady over here. Just like this indecisive melodic over here. He just really wants to go into hyper mode. I'm very surprised I didn't go into hyper mode right there. But I'm glad that we finally got away from that sound. Of course, as soon as I say it doesn't want to go into hyper mode, it goes into hyper mode. Like, come on. Melodic, please. You could have been the one to kill this Alakazam, but you decided no, you wanted to hit a fever instead. Like, come on, I know it's not really your fault or anything, but no. I love how this just flies over like that. Okay, dude, you do you. Okay, as soon as the Protect fails, of course it decides to fight this Melodic. Like, bro, I was surprised you didn't use Pin Needle. The one thing that could KO a Melodic, you decided to not use it against the Water type Pokemon. Sometimes the NPCs in this game just really baffle me, like, why? Of course it uses Pin Missile again, like you always KO'd the Manectric with it before. Come on. And goodbye, Mischievous. Dag, it just turns into beads. It's like Jigglypuff gets flattened, and it just went straight up, just poops away. Which is also just kind of interesting to think about, because it's wearing a necklace. So is it actually wearing it, or is it making it float up? And can we use a berry juice? We can use berry juice to heal and save our stuff. Big brain. It doesn't do a lot, but just enough. And now it is time for the one, the only Mirror B. I wonder what kind of Pokemon he will have. Only one way to find out is by fighting this fabulously Afro man. I don't think it's going to be Ludicrous, but that would actually be really funny if it ended up being just like regular old Colosseum up until the Shadow Pokemon. Or if the Shadow Pokemon ended up actually being a Ludicrous. But yes, please, let the music play. So out of all of the Pokemon characters that I would cosplay out, I've always wanted to cosplay as Mirror B. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I would be a kind of a short Mirror B, because I'm only like 5'4.5", and Mirror B seems to be pretty tall. Like, I don't know if that's because it's against, you know, a kid and an adult, but I don't know. But also, oh, Flatfleece Crobat. I love Crobat so much. It's like, in games that have Zubats and Crobats, I tend to have, it's like, those be in a party, so I don't think about it. In Arceus, I think it's Arceus, it might have been a game before that, I would specifically hunt down a Crobat to get. I don't know why. But also, I've hunted down a Kricketune of all of them, because Kricketune, I think, was my first Shadow Pokemon. Why do we keep what I call shiny Pokemon Shadow Pokemon? But it was the first shiny Pokemon that I got. The other one, the second one that I ever got was a Tangela. And I don't know why I'm targeting Crobat in particular. Sometimes it's better to try to just get one Pokemon down at a time. But also, Farfetch is now in the air, so it's not like it really matters that much. Unless it decides to come down before we do. Okay, there we go. But also, wow. First Pokemon that was actually faster than a Manectric. Because a Manectric seemed to be the fastest before. It's also faster than Melodic. The Melodic seems to be pretty close up there with it too. So I guess that's another reason to just try to target the Crowfish, the Crobat instead. Moon Knight. It really just wants to heal more than anything, which I mean that's fair. Survivability. Gosh darn it, Farfetch'd. You're lucky that you went up in the air, but you're also lucky that Melodic decided to go into Hyper Potion. Hyper Potion! Hyper Mode once again! Words are hard! That's a Yanma! So it seems to be keeping at least the flying type Pokemon in it, so you know what? Yeah, we'll keep trying to fight Crobat. Okay, I guess we're not gonna fight Crobat. Spinda! So I'm pretty sure one of our Pokemon... No, we switched up Bannet. Bannet had High Kick. But we switched our Bannet out with a Haunter because I was actually trying to keep Pokemon that aren't actually in vanilla game because it keeps things kind of more interesting. At least more interesting to me. I don't know about y'all, but it's... Why not? It's a randomizer. It's not like you really get to see like Melodics be in your party or Spindas in your party. Or possibly Ludicrous for later on, mayhaps? Never know. Why are you using that? None of us were using fire-type moves. And let's Spinda somehow knows a fire-type move that we don't know about. And okay, so far, this darn thing is really reminding me of Pelicans, I think that's what they call Wingle's evolution. in front of the Elite Four in Emerald, because those darn things would just keep using Gulp or Sleep just to heal up, and just to fight one of them would just take a long time. At least for me. And a Dewdown. That's the Shadow type Pokemon? girl, we just switched on ours, and now you just be like, here's this shattered Pokemon Dewdong. Which I might actually try to catch despite us already having it. But I also want to know if Spark is going to one-shot KO it. So we're just going to use Spark. If it survives, maybe we'll try to catch it. But I'm also not too worried about trying to catch a Pokemon that we already have. Because I'm not going for 100%, because we already did that for our vanilla playthrough. So I'm not too worried about catching every single Pokemon. It's not like Ho-Oh is really going to be that important anyways at the end of the day. And to transform that trick. Paralyzed. But we're almost done with the battle though. So there's that, I suppose. Oh, 7 Magic, I'm so sorry, my dear. Did not expect it to have ancient power of all things. So I guess maybe we are gonna keep the Dewdong. Let's just bring our Nuzleaf out. Because I don't know if Ice will take priority or not. I'm just kind of more so curious to know if the Grass type is going to still be super effective against it, or rather, if it's going to be super effective against it, or if it's not going to be as super effective. Samantha, thank you for not one-shot KOing poor Nuzleaf. That tends to also be a common trend of getting a poor Nuzleaf sent out and getting instantly KO'd. And thank you for not instantly KOing our Melodic. Okay, Leaf Blade, how much damage are you going to do against this Dewdong? It is super effective, and it is also surviving, which is good for it, but unfortunately not for the Sminda perhaps. Oh, it's still alive. Okay, just gonna throw one single Pokeball to see if it wants to get with us, because I still want to give the Pokemon a chance to see if it wants to or not before KOing it. And will you be with us or will you not? Smart Dewdong, you want to be with us. And with that, that is a Pyrite out of the way. Oh, I can't keep up with the tempo. Oh, no. No. I'm sorry, Pyrite. I'm sorry you couldn't keep up with your tempo. The Ludicolo is still dancing though. I love them so much. The Ludicolo is definitely top 5 favorite Pokemon of mine. Not necessarily to use, just in general. Hello, Plusle? We don't know if it's gonna be a Plusle or not. And hello, Forest Silk Scars. It's too bad the Scars and the Flutes are useless in this game. And then we got our Sharoos. 40 out of 13s. So in other words, we got ourselves 4 Sky attacks. Hello, little Plusle. How are you, my dear friend? And hello, Dakum. It's always something that I just love about seeing this tiny little nugget of a thing with this giant muscle man. Okay, so Plusle got transferred to PC. I don't know if it's actually going to be a Plusle or not. Yes, give me your PDA number already so we can keep in contact. Thank you. After we get run right into... It's like, I love this part, but it's also the outcome this cutscene constantly plays. I don't know if it's every time we enter or exit, but let's just see who we actually got. Drumrolls, please. We got ourselves a Trico, which I'm probably going to take, because I love Trico so much. But with that though, I think we shall leave it here. I'm actually not going to save, because this episode was actually a redo episode. Because the last episode, the emulation messed up, but then when I wanted to record this episode, or rather when I did record it, the audio was missing. So if anything looked off, that's the reason why. But with that though, should leave it here. In the next episode, we are gonna go into a gate town. I believe that's what they call it, a gate. I actually don't really know how to say that place's name. But until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. slap the subscribe button, say something down in the comments down below, do what you do, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.